Welcome to Talking Practice. My name is John Hamill, and it's almost Halloween. I'm going to have a Halloween episode. This is not it. In fact, it may not even show up until after Halloween.
Yeah, what the hell, man?
This whole year has felt like Halloween, so I think we can wait a couple days. It'll be fine. Just to cover my bases in case I don't get it out, I do have this. Check it out.
Happy Halloween!
Oh.
There's eye of newt, liver of muskrat, venom of snake, garlic powder. Delicious, yes, it's my very own chowder. Happy Halloween!
Okay. There's your Halloween spirit. I got this too. This little guy, this was from the Ghostbusters cartoon. They had toys for that. Weirdly looks like Bob Newhart. I don't know if you guys can see that. Hello. There you go. So what am I going to do today? Instead, I figure let's just keep on going with how I woke up naked in a basement. Now, if you have not seen the first one with Brian Magassa for kindergarten, what are you doing? Go watch that right now. This is chronological. You're going to want to follow along. If you have, we're going to move right on ahead to first grade. This is 1986, and I have with me today my former neighbor, my very first friend, the first person I ever met outside of the family, not counting like the doctor that delivered me. Jen was my first friend ever. I have literally known her my entire life. I am using that correctly. She was born 3 months before me, so I've never not known her. Last time I saw her, her son had just been born, and that was like 10 years ago, and now he's 15, so that wasn't 10 years ago. Time is going very fast. I don't know if you guys have seen this, with the exception of this year, which has lasted forever.
Okay, campers, rise and shine, and don't forget your booties, because it's cold out there.
It's cold out there every day. What is this, Miami Beach?
Time is going very fast. As a wise man once said, the years start coming and they don't stop coming. Did it make sense not to live for fun? I don't know. I don't know. Speaking of Halloween, I've got this picture I'm going to throw up. You can't really tell it's us because in the old days, Halloween costumes were basically a plastic mask with a little slit.
Oh, what's the matter?
My tongue keeps getting caught in the mouth slit.
Don't stick it in the slit then.
I can't help it. It's maddening.
And they consisted of a mask of a character who also wore a smock with their own face on it, as you do. So in this one, I'm Mickey Mouse, and Jen is Strawberry Shortcake. But what I really want you to see is the kid in the back. I don't know who it is because I was like 3 years old here, and probably a neighbor or something. But this kid is wearing a homemade Rubik's Cube costume. We are a little bit older in this one. I'm some kind of mad scientist. Jen's a witch. So there you go. Anyway, let's get right to it. Mrs. O'Shea's class. I'm going to be talking to Jen. Jen, are you there? Can you hear me? Jen, hello. Hold on a second, guys. All right, I sent a text. That's as much as I can do in my power. What am I going to do? Use the phone part of my phone? What am I, 60? Don't like using phones as phones. It used to be the opposite with the flip phones, where you'd have to like press a million things just to get a letter. I'm like, texting is stupid. But now with smartphones, it's like, why would you ever call anyone? Text me, for Christ's sake. Because if you get a phone call, it's bad news all the time. If you get a phone call, somebody's dead. Okay? So I sent a text. We'll just see what happens there. This reminds me, though, of when we were kids. I have two younger brothers. Ryan's 4 years younger than me, and Glenn's 8 years younger than me. So when I was 6 years old, Ryan was 2. There's not a whole lot you can do with a 2-year-old outside.
Kick the baby!
Kick the baby.
Kick the baby!
So it was always important that Jenn was next door and, could come out and play because, what are you going to... It's boring. It's boring out there sometimes by yourself. And Jenn would always come to the door and ask if I could come outside. But I never did that because it feels like desperate. I don't know. I'm like... It's degrading. I did it like a couple of times. I'd like knock on the door and be like, "Can Jenn come out and play?" What I would do instead is she lived in a 2-family house. Her grandmother lived in the bottom part and she was up above. So there's a window that looked down onto the yard outside. And I just kind of like run around near the window. So like if she walked by, she could see. Then I'm like, "Hey, come outside. It's boring out here. I need company. Come outside now, please." And that's how she would know to come out and play. She couldn't always come outside. Sometimes she was busy. Sometimes she had her other friends over, And sometimes they'd all come out. That was fun. But I don't think she liked sharing her friends with me. Or maybe they were just looking out the window and they're like, "Hey, why is he running around like a lunatic out there?" And she's like, "Oh, he just does that." And they're like, "Yeah, I'm going to stay inside. That's okay." But she'd usually come out, and if she didn't come out, then I'd get her brother David. I'm not sure how much older he was. He's a big guy. My parents, when they first moved in, thought there was something wrong with him because he would run up to my mom, and he's like, "My name's David, and I'm 2 years old." And my mom is like, "Oh, this poor child, he thinks he's only 2 years old." And he was only 2 years old. He just looked a lot older because he's a big guy.
It's not my fault being the biggest and the strongest. I don't even exercise.
If Jenn wasn't around, then David would come out, and he would make guns out of hockey sticks and wood. Would play with these wooden guns, and I'd have like elaborate backstories for the characters that I would create, and then he'd just run around and be like, "Bam, you're dead!" And I'm like, he had a family. What I would do is I'd be like, "Okay, fine. Well, now I'm his twin brother, and I'm out for revenge. So I shoot you. You're dead now." And he's like, "No, you missed." Boom, I shot you again. I'm like, "No, you missed me this time." And he's like, "No, these are advanced tracking bullets, and I blew your head off." You sure Jenn can't come out and play? Because I don't really want to play End My Bloodline. It's not fun for me. I don't know if you understand. This isn't fun. That story would have been so much more entertaining if there was like a back and forth going on, you know what I mean? Instead of just me talking to nothing. You guys can help, actually, with that. I don't know if you're aware of this, but right underneath this video is a comment section that you can comment and write stuff and participate. Right? It's almost the same thing. It's not. It's almost the same thing. You can even like the video. You can give it a thumbs up. Or if you don't like it, keep that to yourself. And don't hit the other button. Just walk away. You know what I'm saying? But you could subscribe. That way, if you like this, or if you're just like, is this Jenn Check ever going to show up? Maybe. I don't know. I mean, I texted. My hands are tied. What else is there to do? So, for Christ's sake, Jenn, you should do a video. Wait, this might be her. It is not. Okay. So yeah, we're going to put a little pin in this right now and give her some time to get back to me. In the meantime, I do have a Halloween thing maybe coming up. It's supposed to be coming up in November. And I do have second grade actually already. So I'm not worried about that. Now I got to do third and everything. But that's at least done. So you're going to want to watch those, right? You're going to want to hit the thing. Do the thing. Do that. And comment on them and be like, whatever. I don't care. I'll read it. So I guess this is kind of a short one. But next Monday, there'll be something else. So come back and do that and watch it. Hey, you don't think this is going to make her mad, do you? Let me know in the comments. Do that. You're like, you done effed up, son. You ready? Oh. Think she needs new batteries.